Welcome back, children. So, we are learning linear equations in one variable. See, I used the word learning. Okay. So, the idea of publishing these videos is to go into the details of the concepts as much as possible. Since I do not know the audience yet, right? Many of you are interacting with me on a daily basis by asking your doubts and clarifications. But I do not know who all are going to see this video. Hence, I am trying my level best to get to the detail of the concepts. And in case if you have any doubts, please send email to askmentorguru@gmail.com. askmentorguru@gmail.com. We will definitely get back to you with clarifications. We will clear your doubts. And all these are free of cost, We don't charge you anything for this doubt clearing emails, okay? These videos are free. All you have to do is just listen to the video, have a copy of the book, read the book after listening to the video, or read the book and then listen to the video. You will get your concepts clear in your mind. You will understand the concepts. Then try attempting at exercises. Of course, before getting into the exercises, you must go through the examples given in the textbook. Solve exercises, right? In case you have any doubts while solving exercises, come back to me. I will help you, right, with the solution. See, our idea is once you are very clear, very thorough with your topic, CBSE topic, right, then we can even go to an advanced level, right? So you are in your 8th standard now. From 9th standard onwards, you must plan for your future. Many of you may be aiming to become a doctor, so you will have to clear NEET. Many of you may be aiming to become an engineer. So you must have this feeling, you must be having this feeling that getting into IITs are difficult. Let me tell you, the number of people who get into IIT from Tamil Nadu in particular is very low. Because the process that we follow, right, the kind of regiment that we put for ourselves, right, in preparing for IITs, it needs little tweaking, okay? So once you have a proper plan in place, getting into IIT is not difficult. I have heard many people saying that, clearing JEE is difficult. It seems difficult because the plan is missing. Every child must have an education plan. Every parents should insist on having an education plan. When I say education plan, I am not talking about, which coaching institute you should put your child. What I am talking about is, what is that? How is that I should be, pacing myself through my education? Where and all I should learn extra? What is going to be my objective? What is it I want to become? Whether I want to become a bureaucrat, whether I want to become an IPS officer, whether I want to become a teacher, whether I want to become a professor, whether I want to become a social activist, whether I want to become an engineer, whether I want to become a doctor. You should be very clear about your goal, and then you should put up a plan right from your 9th standard towards that goal, because in every field you can excel provided you have a plan, right? So we need economists, we need finance specialists, we need analytical specialists, we need computer specialists, we need software specialists, we need all forms of specialists for our country to progress, right, and become a force in the world, right? And our country is rich in terms of knowledge. So we should excel. We should be great in terms of knowledge. Okay. So the plan, basic plan has to be there right from the 9th standard onwards. Okay. So, whenever you have doubts, whenever you have difficulties, come back to me. I will clear. It could even be generic doubts. Okay. You come back to me. I will help you. All right. So, see, let me give you a puzzle, a small puzzle. Okay. I am saying there are two numbers. One number is greater by to the other number by 10. One number is more than the other number by 10. And the sum of these two numbers is 70. Okay. Then what are the numbers? See, this is like a puzzle. Right? So we do not know the numbers, but we have been given some conditions. What are those conditions? We have two numbers. Let us say the smaller number be x. Let the smaller of the two numbers be x. One number is more than the other number by 10. So we know if the smaller number is x, the other number is x plus 10. Right? And we are also given another condition. The sum of these two numbers, is 70. Hence, we know x plus 10 equal to 70. So x plus x is 2x. 2x plus 10 equal to 70. See, this is an equation. So we have converted, we have transformed a statement, a puzzle statement with the conditions given into an algebraic equation, linear algebraic equation in order to find the numbers. So what is the equation we have? We have 2x plus 10 equal to 70. Now transposing 10 onto the right hand side, we get 2x equal to 50. Right? 2x equal to 50. Again transpose 2, x is equal to 50 by 2, which is equal to 25. Sorry, it is not 50, 60. 70 minus 10 is 60. So 2x equal to 60, x is equal to 60 by 2 equal to 30. So now we know that the smaller number x is 30. Hence the larger number is 10 more than the smaller number, which is 30 plus 10 equal to 40. Right? So this is the practical usage of linear equations. So we can transform, we can convert a problem statement into a linear equation and then find a solution, find the numbers in this case. Okay, so this is one of the practical application of linear equation. Let me give you another practical application. A cashier has 25 notes with her. Okay, she has 25 notes with her. She has three denominations: 2 rupee, 5 rupee and 10 rupee denomination. She has 2 rupee, 5 rupee and 10 rupees denomination. What she also has is 5 rupee is 3 times more than that of 2 rupee. The number of 5 rupee notes that she has is 3 times more than that of 2 rupee. And the 10 rupee that she has is equal to 2 rupee. So 5 rupees, she has 3 times more than that of 2 rupee, and 10 rupees, number of 10 rupee notes is same as that of 2 rupee notes. Now, we have been asked what is the total amount she has. Now let x be the number of 2 rupee notes. Okay. So number of 5 rupee notes is 3 times that of 2 rupee notes, which is 3x. number of 10 rupee notes is equal to number of 2 rupee notes, which again is x. So hence the total number of notes that she has is x plus 3x plus x, 5x. But we know, we have been given a condition that she has 25 notes with her. So 5x is equal to 25, x equal to 5. So she has 5 2 rupee notes or 2 rupee coins, right? She has 3 into 5, 15, 5 rupee notes, and she has 5 2 rupee notes. 10 rupee notes. Okay. So now we know the number of notes for each denomination. So how do we find the total amount? The value of 2 rupee notes are 2. Okay. So 2 into 5 notes amounts to 10 rupees. Number of 5 rupee notes is 15. 5 into 15 is 75. So 75 plus 10 is 85. And you have 5 10 rupee notes, which is 50. Okay. So 85 plus 50, 135. This is the total amount that she has. See, this is another practical application of linear equations in one variable. Okay. So in our next video, we will see some more examples. We'll talk about more examples where linear equations are being used. All right. Until then, signing off from you is TK Sridhar. I am an alumni of IIT Mumbai. I specialized in mathematics. So I am trying my level best to pass on my knowledge to as many children as possible. Kindly share this video to your friends. Kindly do remember to subscribe. Kindly do remember to press the bell button. I sincerely hope that you all find these videos extremely useful. Okay, if any one of you wants to know in which field you will be excelling, you are always welcome to get in touch with me. We have a process that can help you plan with regard to your profession. You can ask your parents to get in touch with us, right? Please drop in an email to askmentorguru@gmail.com with your request. We will get back to you. All right. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. We will again meet in our next video. Right. Thank you.